The dinosaur started writing.
Once there was a mouse. He was a nice mouse. He was just regular.
So regular mouse? What does that mean?
Well, he did have brown hair.
Okay.
No superpowers.
Named Keith, who lived in a department store. Big department store. This department store had everything. Every single thing. It even had a holiday section, a glasses section, a clothes section.
Pretty much every regular department store you go to.
Yeah. Except it has everything.
Dark
But
chocolate.
not stuff that's real. Only pets.
I
not
broke one in
something
half,
like-
so I gotta eat the gooey
So
piece.
tell me about the mouse.
Okay. It was his world. One day, the owner called an exterminator. Big fat guy. he had
Ghostbusters.
he had brown hair.
Plasma ray. Don't cross the beams.
He had brown hair. He had gray eyes somehow.
Gray eyes?
Somehow it
It
happened.
happens. It happens.
Weird.
It's like blind people.
So what did he come? Where did he come in? Like, did he come in a truck or?
He
a special,
came.
A special mobile.
He just came in his convertible.
All right, convertible. Awesome.
Because all the stuff was in the back.
Not like
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
He had a giant. Actually, it was a limousine. He got a bunch of stuff. It was a limousine. He was famous. He had everything. He was
He
called
was on TV.
Catherine the Great. And he had TV commercials. He starred in a diamond company show.
Yeah.
He had to hide. He went to the electronics department, disguised himself as a furry cell phone cover. Furry cell phone cover!
Maybe a mouse pad. This guy himself as a mouse.
Johnny. He held his breath to look like a balloon in the party supply aisle. But he got tired and didn't do anymore.
Couldn't hold his breath that long.
Yeah. In the sewing section, he tried to disguise himself as a pincushion, but he got a bunch of pins stuck into him.
Ow.
But it hurt. You know, ladies started putting pins that they
It
were
looks
using
great.
into.
Hey, what was that squeak?
He was like,
turning red.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor mousey.
Yeah.
and then it turned gray and kept going.
Oh, it's horrible.
Sorry.
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
I didn't mean to. I
He clung to the handle and the cleaning supplies, landing and disguised himself as a bottle brush.
As a what?
A bottle brush.
A bottle brush.
What's a bottle brush?
What's the brush you put down in the clean bottles?
He was kind of tiny, but everyone tried to use him to put in their plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Try me.
The
Said on him.
the exterminator gave up. He saw the owner's daughter crying. The store was going out of business because they lost a year's receipts.
Aww.
Mouse, it says mouse.
Okay.
Mouse searched, I'll say Key. Key searched the makeup case. He didn't find the receipts, but his whiskers were full and bushy.
What did he look like?
He looked like a doll.
He looked like a doll.
Pushy.
Key was afraid to check the room under the escalator. He thought it was going to be filled with steps because steps kept going down there. And it was. He thought it was just going to be crammed with steps.
No,
Yeah.
it has an automatic
Where
step
do the
factory.
escalator steps go when they go out
Yeah,
the bottom?
no, it has. What has is an automatic step factory in the bottom that will automatically produce them and immediately put them onto the conveyor. And then they would
Go
all.
ahead.
Key,
And then they would all just pop.
guys. Key looked through all the pillows. Oh, they were big designs, but they were comfy like a lamb. In the bedding department, and only fell asleep. Every time he touched one of them, he was like, and and he only fell asleep twice. Key thought he saw the receipts of the cafe. The cafe, big, fancy store. Counter. But it was an old menu from the 1800s. The daily special was pork belly on pig ears. Yuck!
Pork belly.
It was,
Bossy head on a slab.
but he found out it was just pork with little decorations on it.
Okay.
Bossy head on a slab.
Key went through a stack of sample invitations in the wedding sections. Key didn't find the receipts. It made his paws smell like lilacs. Key was napping. It was like he was laying down.
Touched one of the pillows again.
No, actually, he was in a dollhouse, a very nice dollhouse. It was covered in flowers. And also, it was a dollhouse bed, and he had got one of the poor children off of it. He threw the child off and just started to sleep. When he saw the owner's assistant handing an envelope to the owner of the rival store. The rival store! This one was called Mick Cool.
Less big than the other one.
Mick, the one he lived in was called Mick Everything.
What was the
But
other one?
the other one was
Mix
called...
some things.
The other one was called Mickey White. Mickey
Okay.
White. So he tied the rival owner's shoes together, and he fell like... And he was like... The security guards came to help recognize the rival owner and foiled the scheme. The scheme was but he did take up an ending sign that said scheme under it. The end of scheme. But it had flowers all over it. That's the only thing you can find at the
So what happened?
at the Keys department store.
That's the end.
The end.
What happened after that?
Well, Key became the store detective.
Wait, shake it.
It turns Johnny.
I want to show you
Let her read it.
It turned the store's name turned into McMousy Key.
Yay!
That's the end, Jenny.
And then
Hold on.
they started to play
Oh.
Alpha
Are you adding something? Because it's still